Senate will come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Senators Baisley,
Excused.
Bridges, Buckner, Coleman, Cutter, Danielson,
Excused.
Exum, Fields, Fields, Gardner, Janal, Gonzalez, Hanson, Hinrichsen, Jaquez Lewis, Kirkmeyer, Kolker, Liston, Lundin, Marchman, Moreno, Mullica, Pelton B, Pelton R, Priola, Rich, Roberts, Rodriguez, Simpson, Simpson,
Excused.
Smallwood, Sullivan, Van Winkle, Will, Winter, Zenzinger, Baisley, Simpson, Mr. President.
Here. Morning roll call is 34 present, 0 absent, 1 excused. We do have a quorum. Will the good senator from Loveland please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the journal, Senator Kirkmeyer.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today, on Valentine's Day, I move the Senate Journal of Monday, February 13th, 2023 be approved as corrected by the Secretary.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no? No. The ayes have it. That motion is adopted. Will the clerk please add Senator Danielson to the roll? Senate Services.
February 14, 2023, correctly printed, Senate Bill 150, correctly engrossed, Senate Bill 73, 84, and 85, correctly revised, House Joint Resolution 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, and 1017, correctly enrolled, Senate Bill 19.
Committee reports.
February 13, 2023, the Committee on Transportation and Energy, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following: Senate Bill 69 be amended as follows, and as so amended, be referred to the Committee on Finance with favorable recommendation. February 13, 2023, the Committee on Transportation and Energy, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following: Senate Bill 55 be postponed indefinitely. February 13, 2023, the Committee on Judiciary, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following: Senate Bill 22 be referred favorably to the Committee on Appropriations. February 13, 2023, the Committee on Judiciary, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following: Senate Bill 75 be amended as follows, and as so amended, be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation. February 13, 2023, the Committee on Education, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following: Senate Bill 70 be amended as follows, and as so amended, be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with favorable recommendation. February 13, 2023, the Committee on Education, after consideration on the merits, the committee recommends the following: Senate Bill 94 be amended as follows, and as so amended, be referred to the Committee on Appropriations with a favorable recommendation.
Third reading of bills. Consent calendar. Will the clerk please read the titles to all of the bills on the consent calendar?
Senate Bill 73, Senator Van Winkle and Moreno, Representatives Michelson, Janay, concerning the continuation of the EPIC Evidence-Based Practices Implementation for Capacity Advisory Board and in connection therewith implementing the recommendation in the 2022 Sunset Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies to repeal the advisory board. Senate Bill 85, Senator Winter F., Representative Hamrick and Story, concerning the continuation of the Sexual Misconduct Advisory Committee and in connection therewith implementing the recommendations in the 2022 Sunset Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Majority Leader Moreno.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the passage of all the bills on the third reading consent calendar, which includes Senate Bill 73 and Senate Bill 85.
Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the motion is the passage of all of the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar. Are there any no votes on any of the bills on the consent calendar? With a vote of 35 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 73 is passed. Co-sponsors, Senators Smallwood, Gonzalez, Rodriguez, Gardner, with a vote of 35 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 85 is passed. Co-sponsors, Senators Majority Leader Moreno, Gonzalez, Exum, Henriksen, Buckner, Marchman, Jaquez Lewis, Priola, Buckner, Zenzinger. Please remove Zenzinger as a co-sponsor. No, not Zenzinger. Rodriguez. Third reading of bills, final passage. Will the clerk please read the title to Senate Bill 84?
Senate Bill 84, Senators Marchman and Gonzalez, Representative Young, concerning the calculation of full-time employment for teachers at higher education institutions for purposes of the Federal Public Loan Forgiveness Program.
Senator Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, we move Senate Bill 84 on third reading final passage and ask for an aye vote.
Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the motion is the passage of Senate Bill 84. Are there any no votes? Senators Will, Baisley, Rich, Van Winkle, Gardner, Minority Leader Lundin, Kirkmeyer, Smallwood, Liston, Pelton B, Pelton R, Simpson. With a vote of 23 ayes, 12 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, Senate Bill 84 is passed. Co-sponsors, Senators Bridges, Exum, Kolker, Janal, Zenzinger, Henriksen, Sullivan, Rodriguez, Fields, Coleman, Malika, Hanson, Cutter, Winter, Buckner, Priola, Jaquez Lewis. Please add the president. General orders, second reading of bills, consent calendar. Senator Exum.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate now resolve itself in the Committee of the Whole for consideration of general orders, second reading of bills, consent calendar.
The Senate will stand in a senatorial 5. Yeah. Senate will come back to order. Senator Exum.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate now resolve itself to the Committee of the Whole for consideration of general orders, second reading of bills, consent calendar.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The motion is adopted, and the Senate will resolve itself into the Committee of the Whole for the consideration of the general orders, second reading of bills, consent calendar, and Senator Exum will take the chair.
The committee will come to order, and the Cope rule is relaxed. Will the clerk please read the title of the bill on general orders, second reading of bills, consent calendar?
Senate Bill 50, Senators Simpson and Roberts, Representatives Holtorf and McCormick, concerning modification to the Colorado Agricultural Future Loan Program and in connection therewith modifying the eligibility requirements for the program and eliminating the repeal date for the loan program.
Majority Leader Moreno.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move for the adoption of the one bill on the second reading consent calendar, Senate Bill 50.
Thank you. Is there any discussion on the bill on consent calendar? Seeing none, the motion before the body is the adoption of the bill on general orders, second reading of bills, consent calendar. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Thank you. The bill is adopted. The motion is for the committee. Oh, I'm sorry. Majority Leader Moreno.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move the committee rise and report.
Thank you. The motion for the committee is to rise and report. All those in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Committee will rise and report.
The Senate will come to order. Senator Exum.
Thank you, Mr. President. The committee has had a bill under consideration. Will the clerk please read the report?
Mr. President, your Committee of the Whole begs leave to report it has had under consideration the following attached bills, being the second reading thereof, and makes the following recommendations thereon. Senate Bill 50 passed on second reading and ordered, engrossed, and placed on the calendar for third reading and final passage.
Senator Exum.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the report.
The motion is the adoption of the Committee of the Whole report. Are there any no votes? With a vote of 35 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, the Committee of the Whole report is adopted. Senate Bill 50 passed in second reading, ordered, engrossed, and placed on the calendar for third reading and final passage. Announcements. Senator Winter.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members of Transportation and Energy, this is our first upon adjournment meeting, so I don't want you to miss it. We are meeting upon adjournment in 15 minutes, and I look forward to seeing you there. We have one bill up. And an additional announcement, after consulting with the Minority Leader, Majority Leader, and the President, I am asking to be excused on this Thursday, Friday, and next Tuesday.
Senator Winter, where could you possibly be going? The Bahamas. Oh, in that case, Senator Winter will be marked as excused.
Whoa.
For those days. Yes. Senator Buckner.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have an announcement. Senate Education will meet upon adjournment in 15 minutes. We'll be hearing Senate Bill 80, Senate Bill 65, and Senate Bill 96. I'll see everyone there in about 15 minutes. And Senate Bill 29 will not be heard today.
Senator Liston.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, I want to bring to your attention, you all should have gotten one of these on your desk or handed out or somewhere. Does that look familiar? Anybody? On our side. Anyways, we are invited today to the University Club, which is just up the street here at the corner of Sherman and 17th Street, I believe, this afternoon from roughly 4:30 to 7 to come up and meet the good folks at the University Club. If you're looking for a place to get refreshments every now and then or get a good meal, they want to introduce their club and themselves to you. So come up this afternoon. They're going to have beverages and hors d'oeuvres and so forth. So we're all invited, and no strings attached, no cost, no nothing, just good camaraderie with all of our fellow senators and our representatives. This afternoon, Tuesday, February the 14th, I will be there, Mr. Valentine, I will be there also. So please come and enjoy. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Bridges.
Thank you, Mr. President. I request permission to be excused on April 14th. I will be officiating a wedding with my brilliant wife, Anne Marie, out of state. I'm planning ahead. April 14th, just so you all know.
Quite a bit of notice
2
for
months.
us, so appreciate. We will begin preparing for your absence. And you'll be marked as excused.
Thank you.
I'm not sure what we are going to do without you. Further announcements. Majority Leader Moreno.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, the news that you've all been waiting for: the Senate will be closed on Monday, February 20th, in commemoration of the President's Day holiday. In commemoration of our honorable President, Steve Fenberg, correct. And with that, seeing no further announcements, I move that the Senate adjourn until tomorrow, Wednesday, February 15th at 9 a.m.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the Senate will adjourn until tomorrow at 9 a.m., Wednesday, February 15th.